You must, in our industry, understand some basic marketing principles. Simple. What happens when you don't market your business? Nothing happens. And there's that big billboard. You know, what happens when, I don't know, what happens when you're not marketing? Big black sign with the word nothing happens. Okay? And again, that's kind of what I just mentioned. If you're not signing up students, you're not doing any actions. I think Adam Churchwell shared with us a whole list of actions that he was doing recently. Kenny Brayman in Orange City, Florida, shared with us a list as long as my arm of things that they were doing. Some of them I looked at and I was like, wow, you know, I wouldn't want to do that, but they're doing it, right? Some of them are like, that's smart, that's awesome, that's a, whoops, probably should skip, but he's still doing it. And I'm not saying Ken, but that's not the point of whether, it's the point of he's taking action. Where there's action, there's going to be reaction no matter what. When you get out and do, something's going to happen. Just like getting my boy to carry VIP passes with him. Okay? This guy, I don't even know him. He's got the look. He loves martial arts. He's working at the school. Just the fact that he's carrying VIP passes with him and he meets somebody and he starts talking to them about martial arts or what his t-shirt means, and boom, he hands a pass to them. That can increase maybe one student. Maybe they brought their family or their brother with them, or 2 or 3 students, just from his continuous focus on growing our studio and marketing our studio. You know, the marketing mirage, a mirage by definition is something that is illusionary or insubstantial. You think you see it, but it ain't there. That's basically the definition of a mirage. And I think a lot of school owners operate from the marketing mirage. They're in their school all day, they're underneath the fluorescent lights, they're doing busy work, they feel like they're doing a lot of things and they feel like they're marketing. But when you actually break it down and ask them that powerful question, what did you do last week that could have resulted in a sign-up within the same week? They just give you that, let's see, right? Means they think, and they honestly do. I think all the school owners that we work with in Premier are hardworking, honest people that want to do well. But it's just you're in the studio so much you feel like you're getting a lot accomplished. But you're that processionary caterpillar. You know that story? There's a certain type of caterpillar you can put in a flower bowl all the way around, one after another. And those dudes will follow each other around and around and around. And you can put their favorite food right in the middle of the flower pot. All they got to do is step off and eat it, but they will move around and around until they die because they just follow the other person in front of them and they're just doing busy work. Right? So school owners, sometimes we get in that mindset. So we feel like we're doing a lot, but we're not. We're in that marketing mirage. So therefore, our efforts are illusionary and our results become insubstantial. We're not getting the results that we need. You know, you got to understand it takes money to make money. What's the magic percentage of your gross revenue that we're going to save this month and spend next month? 10%. 10%. Location is very important. With the onset of our popularity of adult programs and everybody's cardio kickbox programs growing, I think a lot to do with the UFC. People are seeing it. They want to be part of it. They don't want to do MMA, but they want to get back in a martial arts school and say they at least do kickboxing. So that everybody's cardio kickbox program seems to be growing. The adult program seems to be growing. Some people are thinking about putting cages in their school, which is I don't think is a great idea. So they're thinking about expanding. Now the good news is this is the market to expand right now because it's a big buyer's market for retail space. Okay, that's going to change. So you already see it in the newspaper. I saw an article last week how the retail market's coming back strong. So you're not going to be getting these great deals coming up. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving, now's the time. But I get a lot of calls of should I expand? Should I expand from my 4,000 square feet to 8,000 square feet? Those type of questions. Or we've actually, of 8 Premier studios that we have signed up in the first 4 months of this year, new Premier Martial Arts clients, I think all but 2 are brand new startup schools, believe it or not. They're not transitioned over from a school. And Mr. Siley is one of those. Mr. Hensley started a brand new school last year, at the end of last year. So I'm getting a lot of questions of how much square feet do I need? Just remember, location trumps size. It's more important to have a great location than a lot of square footage. Because, you know, well, again, I'm even tired of talking about John Gaston. But, you know, he just expanded from 2,400 square feet to 5,000 a couple months ago. So he signed up 81 people. He's probably signed up 150 people this first part of this year. So he probably had 400 people in only 2,400 square feet. So size, location's way more important than size. You know, you can pack a lot of people in a small space with a good creative class schedule and understand where your real money happens. Your real money happens with the premier program, okay? And I love Krav Maga as well as everybody else, but you can't upgrade people to Krav Maga. You can't get them focused on the goal of becoming a black belt. And when you can't do that, you're losing upgrade money, you're losing paid in full money, you're losing too much money to just call it something else, or not call it anything else, we call it Krav Maga. Put a belt rank on those people and convince them the benefits of becoming a black belt. I have no idea why I got into that, because we're talking about location. Oh, creative schedule, good classes, good class schedule. You don't need but a couple programs to make a lot of money. You don't need Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now I got a mixed martial arts class. Now we got the Krav Maga class. Well, we also have an adult premier class. We've got the kids class. We got the, you know, you don't need all of those. You can't teach all of those things in an evening on one small classroom floor. So if it becomes, I want a massive studio with a lot of programs, you better be prepared to pay a lot of rent. You better be prepared to work hard, and you're going to have staffing issues all the time. Okay? Because the bigger two-floor schools require a lot of staff. All right? So location over size. Consider part of your rent as advertising funds. You're going to pay for location in one of two ways. Get a nice location that's going to be a little higher in rent, or get a terrible location that you, in order to be successful, you're going to have to spend just as much money, if not more, making sure everybody can find you and market your facility. Okay? Most of the top schools in the country that I know are in pretty decent locations. All right? Commitment and committing to your marketing principle or your marketing campaign. Okay? So, a lot of us will start a VIP program. Remember we talked about a lead box route. Remember what I said most school owners do? They'll buy 12 lead boxes, which isn't enough to get in a result. They get tired of not getting a result, and they never implement any more boxes on their route, so their route fails. They think lead boxes don't work, and they quit doing it. Well, it wasn't the lead box route and the concept that didn't work. It was them that didn't work. They didn't fully commit to doing the program accurately. Same thing for your VIP contest. You know, you're not running the VIP contest accurately, and you're not fully committing to really going out and totally doing promotions. Promotional boosts, same thing. Maybe you've got all the tools to do promotional boosts correctly, to have an awesome looking promo booth, but you'd never have a promotional booth. What did you do last weekend on Sunday or Saturday? When's the last time you put up a promotional booth? You know the systems, we're just not committing to it. And sometimes we commit to an idea and we screw the idea up because our timing's totally off. We shortcut it, we don't spend the right amount of money, we don't get the right products. An example was mass intros. I actually got a school owner and showed him how to get into the public schools. He got school approval. He goes in, and I taught him the whole thing. He goes in and he's doing school talks, PE classes. And he's giving them a VIP pass for a free 30 days and leaving and wanting to know why no one's signing up for his school talks. Is that the school talk system?
That's right.
No. Right? That's not all the school talk system. The school talk system is about a call to action of handing them a pass to come to your school this Saturday to take their second lesson, earn their white belt, get a free uniform, and break a real board in front of their parents, and have a pizza party, and want to see you again the very Saturday. Handing VIP passes is that wasn't the systems to begin with. So not only did he screw up the details, the timing was off, and there was just no follow through. Okay? And sometimes you can't effectively do martial arts marketing on your own. So these are some things you must understand about our industry and our marketing. Sometimes you just can't do it on your own. One-man show schools, I don't think it's on today's seminar schedule, but I do the 3 levels of marketing. And the first level is you're pretty much a one-man show. Okay? And if you can find some volunteer people to help you, well, there's certain actions that person should be doing, okay, to maximize his time and efficiency. And then there's level 2 marketing, where now you've got a little bit of money, you can hire a little bit of staff, you can start putting some money into advertising. Then there's level 3 marketing. You're limiting your staff now to only the most important staff responsible things like birthday parties, like mass intros, like lead box routes. and you're spending more percentage of your money on advertising. So now we can afford to have somebody else market our studio for us. Okay? But it's hard to implement a lot of what we do by yourself. Okay? So that's why finding key staff people and utilizing your time and being a master of time management is important in marketing your studio.